Good morning, this is TJ with PTU Trend Jumper. I'm going to show you some live trading today. This is the first session of December. We just finished a pretty awesome November. Crude oil futures only had one losing session. That's on the heels of no losing sessions in October. And heating oil and unleaded gas futures both had no losing sessions as well. So pretty phenomenal month. Hopefully we'll continue the trend. Trend Jumper is a very straightforward strategy. And we'll take a look at it this morning. We're just waiting for our start time. We've got a little bit of time before the beginning of the trade plan. So I'm going to go ahead and hit pause. I'll be back in a minute. And while we're waiting for the markets to open, I thought I would take a look at a couple of these swing trades, these Forex swing trades. I like to use the end of day charts with Trend Jumper. I marked up this chart for an earlier video on the Euro US. Just thought I would show it to you. This dates back to the summer. This is August. Had some huge trades coming up here. You see all these setups allowing you to really build a nice position, and then the various pip levels as far as profits go. You can see these lines representing where different exits occurred. This whole thing representing quite a bit of profit here, over 1,200 pips. There were a couple small losses, but the losses are very small because with Trend Jumper you always have that 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio on your winners. It also avoided some trades, so avoided 3 trades, got into a small loss right here, avoided these 3 trades. Then it got short here for a nice 112 pip winner. That one actually made more because it trailed all the way down to here. In fact, that trailer also made about 118 pips. The add-on trade here didn't work out. It only got so far. The stop is up here. However, we were able to cut our risk because it was a stop and reverse. So we got out of that trade at this level. And that saved quite a bit of money. And the long trade got long and zoomed to full target. So that'll happen every now and then, and that's a good thing because we got out of a trade that was going to lose. We saved some money on it, about a third, cutting our risk. Hit the winner, still trailing up. That winner was good for another 125 pips. And now we've added to our position here, and it's already hitting its middle target. That's why you saw that horizontal line, because this is representing now where stops are moving on the pink trade, taking all the risk off the trade. So we have a risk-free trade now here. This one's already exited here with a trailer. It's somewhere down in here. It's also risk-free and profitable. So this sequence is turning into a real profitable run, and if it keeps rallying into the close of the year, it's going to be a great way to end 2012 with the Euro US. We'll see what happens with that one. Now while I show you this, notice that we're going to trade crude oil the exact same way. Alright, we probably have time to look at one more. This is the Euro Yen. Very profitable for us. This pair has gained over 6,000 pips this year, 2012, and it's closing the year with a bang. Just got into this long trade at the beginning, at the middle of the month, on November 19th. Went long at 104.36. We're going to adjust that up, add a couple pips. So really 104.38 is where it got filled. Exits at 105.95 with one position. That was good for 157 pips. You can see the trailer has already worked its way up to about here, and an add-on trade triggering in as well. So we're building a position, and the add-on trade has moved up to the point where we can move our stop on that one and reduce all the risk to nothing, basically just cover the cost of spread for break-even worst case scenario on the add-on trade, giving us a chance for a bigger profit on this trade. Meanwhile, this one is nothing but pure profit as it continues to move higher. Notice how easy these trades are to read. These are all end of day charts. They're daily charts. Each day when the bar closes, you come check your chart and place your trade. Each chart takes a few minutes, and then that's it. You're done. And then like this, you could follow a lot of different pairs and get some really great diversification. Of course, with Forex, you have the ability to customize your position size appropriate to the amount of capital you have to trade. So you can put on very small positions at first, let your account build over time, and that's what I recommend doing. Alright, getting close to crude oil starting. Going to flip over to that now. Alright, our start time has just occurred. Now we're just waiting for a setup. You see the market making new highs even as we speak. Of course, as a crude oil trader, I always like to see crude go down, not up. It looks like it's in an uptrend this morning. It's already up 76 cents, 0.85%. Could have a long forming here on crude oil. The pit getting ready to open. Definitely need to be ready. $89.72.
Order filled.
And almost hitting full target on a really fast move. I've got to take the risk off this trade. Almost moving faster than I can handle here. Trying to get to 90. And almost there. Got a risk-free trade.
Order filled.
And there it is, full target. That was a really quick one. I love those trades. I was going to try to grab a heating oil trade as well, but it triggered in a minute too early. This trade coming in at 8:59, and so when the pit opened, it was already too late to grab this, unfortunately. So I'll just have to wait on that one. The trade number one in the bag on crude oil. We're just going to manage this now, and we'll move our stop up one more tick. And now we're going to move it up to 74. Breaking out to new highs right when the pit opened. Had to be very alert. And now we'll move our stop up to 79. There's additional setups. We've talked about these in prior videos. You'll remember in the Forex charts I showed you, I actually use these additional setups to build a position. Not really day trading like that. I just find that it works pretty well in certain circumstances. But this trend is a little long in the tooth, and I'm just content to go with my single position. And if I can, I'll try to pick up a trade on another one of these instruments like heating oil or unleaded gas futures. I'm hoping I'm going to get a setup here before too long, and I'll show you how I trade that as well. I'm going to show you on the Thinkorswim platform, something I haven't done a video on yet. But I use their ladder platform. I really enjoy trading with it. It's good to have multiple trade accounts, I think. I can't really move my stop to keep it at 79. We'll see if that holds. And I actually have to go to jury duty here in a little while. I got called in. I have to attend to my civic duties. And I thought I would get some early morning trading in before I left the office this morning, so that's what I'm doing. I figured I'd put on the recorder. Alright, now I can move my stop up. The jump line is moved up to 84, so my stop can move up to 82. And that's nice because it puts me right below this, what could be a swing level forming here. I'm just going to follow the rules, see if I can get some more out of this trade, and if not, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's already a very profitable trade. Now the stop's going to move higher. It's going to move to 84. You can see this add-on trade is triggered in. This add-on trade too, if you're really loading the guns. And that one already getting to, both of them getting to risk-free positions. So if you were managing these add-ons, you'd be pushing your stops up, taking all the risk off. Meanwhile, I have to go, I have to stay at 84. Actually, no, I have to move up to 92 now. So I've been able to push my stop up to 92. And it looks like got a trade on RB. And that's at 7546. See if I can get that one placed. And I just got filled. Let me see if I could show you that. Okay, so I got this on the Thinkorswim platform. I use a bigger monitor on another, on another monitor I have this stretched out, but it's a ladder. And you can see I got filled. Here's my exit. Here's my stop. I actually have to fix my exits here. So I'll switch back. It's kind of hard to do this on the small monitor. So my target is at 7609. So on Thinkorswim, Let me get my stop in place first. 75.09. Here's my stop, 75.09. Very easy to move. And then I got to get up to my targeting.
Order filled.
Crude oil just stopped out. So I just canceled one of these, and now I've got to move that to 76.09. You can see how crude oil stopped out right here. So that trade finished. And RB just stopped out. So I got to wait and see if I can pick up another one. Heating oil was able to get to a risk-free position here. This one did trigger in. Normally I'd be trying to grab this if I wasn't recording and trying to trade on all this small real estate here for the recorder. But it did pop up, hit a money management level. The stop would have moved up, and that would have been break even. So heating oil trying to get another winner as well. So crude oil made 38 cents. It made 18 cents to the full target, and then it made a little extra on the trailer, a couple extra ticks, 20 cents. So 38 cents, $380 on the two positions. And of course, as you grow your account, you could build your position size. You can trade 4 positions or 6 positions. But I just want to keep it simple and trade small for those of you who are just starting out. Show you how this can be done with not a terrible amount of capital. I think you're okay with about $7,500 maybe per position. So you could trade a single position. I think 5,000 might be a little bit too low. I'd like to see you boost it up a little just so that your risk is a smaller percentage of your available capital. And ultimately it's best to have about $10,000 per position. That would be the safest. But if you only had 5,000, you could trade other markets. You could certainly trade the Dow E-mini, the NASDAQ, the S&P maybe, and some of the grains. I really like wheat futures. You could probably trade crude oil, but again, you know, you will hit a loss here and there, and you might even hit 2 or 3 losses in a row sometimes before the winners come. And that could happen. It's no big deal really. You know, that's just part of trading. But crude oil has not had a losing session except for one time in 2 months. So you just want to make sure you're adequately capitalized to be able to stay in and continue taking the trades according to the trade plan. That's the key. So I got a little bit more time before I have to leave. Let's see if we can pick up another trade. Could be getting a short setup on crude now. There it is. 89.82. Targeting 89.70. Going to erase the second position because I'll trail that. And the stop's at 89.92. Notice we're only risking this small amount to make this larger amount. You can visually see it when you see the space between the lines on the chart. See if that one triggers in. It may cancel. I'm going to talk a little bit about key level adjustments on the unleaded chart here. Because I was flipping around, I didn't quite notice the level. And that entry coming in a few ticks below a big key level at 75.50. And that's where the price got rejected. It actually got as high as 75.50 and then came down. So the better way to place this trade, and I have to admit this was a mistake of mine, would have been to have my entry in at 7551, and then that would have avoided the loss. You always want to respect key levels. 75.50 is a major key level, the 50s and the 100s, and I was only a few ticks below it. 5-tick adjustment at $4.20 a tick. It's like 2 ticks on crude oil. Definitely worth making that adjustment. And I would have done it if I wasn't scrambling around trying to toggle between windows here. There's always the risk of trying to run a recorder at the same time. There's a lot going on. Here you can see the trade on crude oil. It did cancel, so I'm going to take that off. Of course, I teach you in training why that trade canceled and what actually causes these setups. Luckily, the calculator knows already, and it's producing the trades according to the trade plan. Got a possible long setting up. And I got one at 89.92. This one's targeting the third target, 90.02. This one could cancel also. Stops at 89.83. Small trade. Probably should just be one and done since I have to leave in a few minutes of jury duty. See if I can grab one
Order
more winner.
filled.
That one did trigger in. Pretty small trade. It's only trying to get 10 ticks. Those can turn into big trades. You never know. That's why I like to use the trailer. Got to get to that middle target of 99, and I got as high as 98. So if I get to 99, I'm going to lock in a tick. Take the risk off the trade. Just need one more tick to finish the session with a guaranteed, there it is, risk-free trade, missing the target by one tick. One
Order
tick, there it
filled.
is. Beautiful. And those are my power of quitting goals. And look at that, see, they turn into bigger trades. I'm moving my stop up now to 97. Heating oil was able to pick off another winner, hitting its goals for today. One of these days I'll just focus on trading that. Heating oil moves quickly, and you kind of need three hands to trade crude oil and heating oil, and then add to that unleaded. It does take practice. It can be done, but you need real estate. You need monitor real estate to set it all up properly. And I just can't show it all within the dimensions of a video like this. So we'll have to focus on those other markets another time. In the meantime, the jump line has moved up to 03. Moving my stop up to 89.99, seeing if I can hang in there for a larger move. This stop's getting ready to move higher. I could put it up to 02. And it's going to move up again. I'd have to move it quickly. It'll move up to 04 to wait for this bar to close. Alright, 04. You see the add-on trade again. Add-on trades can be very profitable. The add-on trade getting to risk-free already. Want to really play those tight. Try to get to risk-free as quickly as possible. You can even exit at the middle target if you want. Just scalp out a little extra. A lot of different ways to do it. Certainly you got to be quick. And my stop now moving higher to 09. So like I said, these small trades can turn into big ones. I got out here at the first target, and my second position's already up to here. And remember, I was only risking this small amount here. And at the close of this bar, this is going to move up to 14. There it goes. And pretty nice being able to use the chart trader on TradeStation. Full target on the add-on trade. The U.S. market getting ready to open. Quick look at heating oil. This was the second trade. Got in right here. Zoomed up to the third target, which is the exit. And the stop is currently at 0914. So it's still going, this trade. Heating oil hitting its goals for today with a break even, basically getting one tick on the first trade. That counts as a winner. And then the second trade, a full winner, and that's what we need, a full winner. And so when this trade finishes that session quite positive. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab that one. I grabbed the unleaded. That ended up working out. But this trade here really should not have been taken. It would have canceled, and this just would have been a missed trade because of the key level. So a mistake on my part cost me a few pennies. That's the way it goes sometimes. I always take that risk when I try to do too much when I'm recording. Still a very profitable session this morning. Crude oil already has 48 cents in the bag, not counting this trade here, which is still still trailing this particular position. Once we add to our total here, we're going to be up to maybe close to 70 cents. In fact, if we exit right here at 14, it'll be exactly 70 cents. That's $700. I can go to jury duty and feel happy. And heating oil finally did stop. Heating oil got 77 ticks this morning in profit. 77 ticks. See if we can hang in here on crude. It looks like it's getting close to
Order
finishing, and
filled.
there it is. So crude oil finishes with a really great session, and it was 70 cents this morning. 70 cents equals $700 on crude oil. And I'd love to stay with you guys a little longer, but I really do have to leave and do my civic duty. So thanks for joining me, everybody. This is TJ with the Trend Jumper Trading System, and you were able to witness my trading crude oil, a little bit of unleaded gas futures, showed you some heating oil, and showed you a couple Forex swing trades at the beginning of this video. So hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to being with you again soon.